Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome, Trade Like Nick. Today's day one. I'm in the Bahamas, having a little summer vacation with the fam. And my goal is starting today with a small $1,000 account. I want to show you guys that anybody can actually trade with a small $1,000 account. And with a goal of making just 1% a day. Think about it. 1% a day is only $10 a day from $1,000 account. But if you can do 1% a day, that's 20% a month. That's 140% per year. So from the Bahamas, the sunny, I don't think you can even really see it because the sun is really bright today. But let's go in and place our first trade. Day one, looking at Mr. Tesla. We all know that this stock has been beaten up after earnings. And before I get started, let me just go over my disclaimer. You all know that trading resolves risk, and everything you do, you got to take your own accountability for it because there is risk involved. If you lose money, make sure you do all your research. This is here just for education and informational purposes only. And my goal is to teach you guys, not give you the fish, but teach you how to fish. So let's get to it. So let me go in and share my screen, and we're going to pull up the Think or Swim platform. That's my favorite one, the number one platform for options trading. Behind, actually, no, I would say Tasty Live is behind it because Tom Sosnoff, the creator, of course, created Thinkorswim, right? So this is where I actually learned most of my trading education. The right way to do it was from Tom Sosnoff when I was a trading coach here at Invest Tools. And then they actually bought out Thinkorswim way back in 2007 or 8. But look at Tesla, folks. We saw earnings. Tesla got beaten up. And then look, there has been no strength. But look at what we have here, folks. Does this look like a prior support level? See how it hit a low of 297? This is a yearly chart. So this was back here August 1st. So almost exactly a year ago. If you would have bought Tesla, your account would have been flat, right? You've been up, what, $3, right? It's at 301 right now, 309. But it looks like we're having a bounce off of this support level. So what if we zoomed into a 1 day, 1 minute chart and look at this, right? If we zoom in 1 day and we say, you know what? I think Tesla, if this thing can break through this resistance right here, I want to get in and try to make a quick $10. So if I just go buy, right? And then with orders like these, you always want to make sure that you, let me make sure I'm sharing my screen correctly before I place this order. So I go edit. I'm going to put in a stop order, right? This is for today. A stop just means don't buy it until it breaks through this intraday resistance at 312. Let's just go 311. Okay. So if this thing can get through 311, then I want to buy it, right? And you might say, well, Nick, I only have $1,000 account. Yeah, let's make it 310 just to make it an even number. All right. So I only have $1,000 account. Doesn't that mean I can only buy 3 shares? No. Look, folks, the buying power effect is 310, correct? So if I want to make a quick $10, right? I can buy 2 shares. My buying power drops down to 254. You're actually supposed to get intraday buying power. I think this is a good question to ask support. So I'm going to go in here. So people, if you have any questions, you can always just go to support here and just create a new support request and just say, hey, I'm supposed to have 4-to-1 buying power. So watch this. Hi. All right. And then I'm just going to reach out and say, I want to use the 25% intraday margin. Why is it not showing up for my Tesla trade? So if I go here, you can see, right? If I wanted to buy it here, is it because I put in a stop? Let me just double check. No, right? It's tying up the full buying power. So here in the chat window, what I'm going to do here is say, I'm trying to buy a share of Tesla, but it is holding $309 of buying power. So with intraday margin, you can actually get 4-1 here. It's going to 309, 310, right? It would have been filled right here. So let me just get in at one share first, right? And then we'll figure out what the intraday buying power allows me to buy. So if I go edit and I just put in one share here, right? At 310.27. So I'm gonna say if it gets up to 311, right? And we're going to use this as a stop order. So only buy it if it gets up there, right? See that? If it hits buy one Tesla, stop 311. So the reason why I put a stop above is because I want to make sure that I buy on the breakout, right? Because if I buy it here at the resistance, then it can come back down, right? I'd rather pay an extra 80 cents for me to get confirmation that this thing wants to bounce. Because you look at the low of today, it's 304, right? So we're bouncing $6 off the low of 304. And why are we bullish? Because we hit the yearly low in Tesla. The low in Tesla was at basically $300 August 1st last year. Now we're back down to that point near there, right? So if you want to buy, at the lows where it's at the support. So if I zoom back out to the yearly chart, right, you can see that even though intraday, I'm buying it at 310 or 311, that might seem a little high, but look up here. Look at the daily chart. Would you rather buy it at 311, wait for confirmation on the breakout? Or what if all these people that bought way up here at 498, right, 500? So even though we're paying a little bit more using a stop order on an intraday chart, we're actually minimizing our risk, because the smaller the time frame you trade on, the smaller your risk is. Think about that, right? Because if you trade on a daily time frame, look, your risk could be anywhere from like $30-$40 range. But if you go intraday, notice that your risk is a lot less because the movement is a lot smaller, right? See how I have a working order to buy it if it breaks above here? Look, it's going down. So not only does a buy stop order make you wait for confirmation, but you also avoid losing trades, right? Because people that bought it here, they're now in the red, but I'm just waiting to buy it up here. So I'll let you know when this order gets filled, and then I'll resolve the intraday buying power, because I should have $4,000 worth of buying power with a $1,000 account. So this is day one, folks. I'll check in at the end of the day, update you on the positions, and until then, always trade responsibly. Peace.